Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Tandi Muno, manager of the Global Customer Success team here at DigitalOcean, and I'm so very excited to welcome you to another amazing edition of Deploy. Our theme this year is Power Your Business. So every session will focus on enabling businesses and startups like yours to scale on the cloud. Here at DigitalOcean, we believe in accelerating the future by empowering development teams, creating more opportunities in the world of digital products and services. Our mission is to simplify cloud computing so that you can spend more time doing what you do best, building software that changes the world. So join us over the next 8 hours as we bring together great minds, great ideas, and simple cloud infrastructure to give you the power to take your business to the next level. We'll hear real life stories from our community of builders. And of course, we'll have awesome product demos, of course. And we welcome you to explore and learn in workshops that run the gamut from product strategy, for example, Kubernetes starter kit for dev teams, becoming productive from day one. That should be super useful. And I love the title of this one, Be the Boss of Your Base, Master MongoDB. We'll also have workshops focused on marketing and financial strategies. For example, growth strategies for startups with Feng Lin Wu, Director of Retention Marketing at MongoDB, and many, many more. And we promise it won't be all work and no play. In addition to learning about tech and growth strategies and roadmap planning and all the other stuff, not that they're not fun, but we've made it even easier to reconnect, meet new friends, and learn fun new tools and tricks. We've opened up a Discord server for Deploy, and you can pop in to ask questions and just chat with event speakers and other DigitalOcean sharks. And sharks are what we call ourselves internally. You'll be able to mingle virtually with other attendees and enjoy light competition in games and quizzes. And who knows, we might have a few other surprises for you as well. So here's a quick rundown on how everything will work. All the sessions will occur here. So make sure to star your favorite sessions in the agenda to create a personalized viewing schedule. You can also add them to your calendar so that you can get the reminders. And after each session, head over to the Discord server by clicking on the button above. And you can continue chatting with speakers and other attendees from there. This community includes business leaders and innovators representing many industries and from all over the world. So I really encourage you to join the networking speed sessions to meet others face to face. And don't forget to check out the Poetry Hour channel to get a personalized poem written about one of your best or worst moments in business. And now it's my absolute honor and great pleasure to introduce our CEO, Yancey Spruill, who will kick off Deploy by sharing our vision and all the exciting things coming up for DigitalOcean. Take it away, Yancey.
Welcome to Deploy, DigitalOcean's virtual conference. My name is Yancey Spruill, and I am the CEO of DigitalOcean. We are so excited that you could join us today for this special event. We want to share updates on some of the things we have been working on, talk a little bit about where we are headed as a company, and hopefully give you a few things to consider as you build your apps, your projects, and your businesses. But most importantly, throughout today, we want to hear from you. We'll be using Discord as our engagement platform, giving you access to interactive networking groups with attendees and one-on-one connections with speakers and DigitalOcean team members throughout the conference. Our team members are waiting eagerly to hear from you and to learn from you so we can get better at serving you. Over the last 15 months, our world has experienced disruption not seen in many, many generations. In March of last year, every person on Earth was put on hold at the same time. And 1 year into this, the ability to recover is uneven across the world. Most of us are struggling, and much about the future remains uncertain. Our thoughts are with everyone because we have all been impacted, which means we are all truly in this together. One thing we have learned during this time is how powerful the internet has proven to be. Whether it is buying necessities, doing business, providing education, connecting with loved ones, getting entertained, and even saving lives. The consumption of online products and services has skyrocketed over the past year and is likely to continue to grow. The cloud has been a powerful tool for billions of people around the world to maintain some sense of normalcy despite the pandemic. We are excited and humbled to see many of these impactful products and businesses being built on our cloud. Whether they are online education services, real-time streaming apps, mobile delivery services, or SaaS applications. Importantly, we are proud to enable software developers and entrepreneurs around the world to continue testing and building despite so much turmoil in our world. The creativity and innovation from our customers and community has inspired us and has given us energy and fulfills our purpose and mission. We recently had an important milestone for our company, our initial public offering, or IPO. Being a public company allows us to invest even more in our mission of simplifying cloud computing so developers and businesses can spend more time creating software that changes the world. What an IPO means for our customers and our community is DigitalOcean has more flexibility to invest in our capabilities and more capital to do so. We will expand our infrastructure footprint, our product portfolio, our investment in community, and our commitment to continue to enhance our customers' experience on our platform has never been stronger. We remain more committed than ever to being there for aspiring developers and entrepreneurs to test their ideas and build their businesses on DigitalOcean. We were founded on the guiding principle that the transformative benefits of the cloud should be easy to leverage, broadly accessible, reliable, and affordable. That is exactly what we enable through our robust infrastructure, through our intuitive products, and through our investment in supporting the developer community. In the spring of 2020, we launched Hub for Good as a way to donate a portion of our infrastructure to organizations looking to make a difference in serving their communities. This program was originally designed to support COVID-19 relief efforts, but we have now expanded the scope to support efforts to make the world a better place beyond alleviating the strains of this pandemic. The Hub for Good program was created by Holly Hagens, DigitalOcean's 150th employee. In order to honor Holly, who tragically passed away earlier this year, Hub for Good has been renamed Holly's Hub for Good. Holly was a fierce champion of the community of developers and startups she so passionately served, and we're proud to have her legacy live on through this program. I would now like to hand it over to Carly, our CMO, who will share some of the interesting projects we have supported through the Holly's Hub for Good program.
Thanks, Yancey. Hi there. I'm Carly Brantz, Chief Marketing Officer at DigitalOcean. Our social impact program, Holly's Hub for Good, is very close to my heart as it provides us an opportunity to invest back in our community. Since we started the program, we have supported over 1,100 organizations and have donated over $220,000 worth of DigitalOcean products. This includes credits to use DigitalOcean products like Droplets, Managed Kubernetes, App Platform, and Managed Databases. To illustrate the impact of our program, I want to highlight a few interesting projects that we have had the opportunities to support through Holly's Hub for Good. First, let's take a look at Multiple LMS. Multiple is a learning management system that enables institutions of all sizes to spin up their own learning platform to facilitate both asynchronous and synchronous learning. Their learning platform leverages the Universal Design for Learning, or UDL framework, which ensures that learners succeed regardless of their learning differences and disability. Over 5,000 learners are currently using the platform. The multiple LMS app is powered by Droplets, App Platform, Manage MySQL, and Manage Redis. Another organization we were fortunate to support is the Wellness Institute. The Wellness Institute is an organization that's committed to supporting youth resilience by developing and disseminating behavioral health and suicide prevention education and resources. Their goal is to better equip youth and their families to overcome challenges during adolescence and young adulthood. They have events, courses, training, and learning resources to teach people about how to help those who are suffering and to support youth and their families too. The Wellness Institute runs this app on Droplets, App Platform, and Manage MySQL. Next, Computers Are Free for Everyone is a UK-based charity that provides free computer education in Bangladesh. They aim to find real-life projects for students to work on so that they can learn and earn at the same time. Currently, Computers Are Free for Everyone is training students in digital marketing, web development, mobile app development, graphic design, and game design. They're also focused on creating educational software for people with special needs. Computers Are Free for Everyone use Droplets to build their app. As part of our IPO, we have committed to joining the Pledge 1% movement. This means DigitalOcean will be allocating 1% of our pre-IPO equity valuation, around $50 million, to expand the reach of Holly's Hub for Good to even more charitable endeavors over the next 10 years. We are accepting applications for 2021, so if you have a not-for-profit project or initiative that is related to improving health and education, reducing inequality, and spurring economic growth, we would love to hear from you. And with that, I will hand it back to Yancey.
You are builders. You are building websites, mobile apps, SaaS applications, real-time streaming solutions, and many others. Some of you are building businesses, and maybe some of you are just building a body of knowledge right now. We are proud and honored to be a partner in your pursuit of building. Since the beginning, DigitalOcean's unwavering focus has been on providing tools that make developers more productive so they can build powerful apps and successful businesses on our cloud. So now, let us hear from some customers who have built their businesses on DigitalOcean's cloud.
Hi, my name is Ravi Mittal, and I'm the founder and CEO of Vocal.com. Vocal is an audience engagement and full-site monetization platform for digital publishers. In the last couple of years, we've seen tremendous growth. We've grown almost 250% in terms of revenue and traffic. One of the challenges that we've faced with previous cloud providers that we've used in the past is overly complicated dashboards. Even just getting to our machines, virtual machines, you have to go through so many different clicks. With DigitalOcean, it was really simple. You log in and you can get to the machine literally in a couple of clicks. That was one of the biggest advantages. The simplification of deploying machines became very easy, and obviously, the incentive of reduced bandwidth costs and even pricing across many geolocations was also a very interesting advantage compared to other providers where they have tiered pricings and different pricing for different locations. Well, a bit about our application that we run. We run a fairly large application. We have almost 300 million unique users every month passing through our software. It processes almost 15 billion requests per month. And until we were using DigitalOcean, we had many different microservices and services scattered around different cloud providers, which made it extremely difficult for our engineers to do regular DevOps, day-to-day operations to manage and maintain the application. We really wanted a solution where everything could be deployed in one single infrastructure and easy to manage. And I think DigitalOcean really helped us not only with the pricing, but the ease of managing the infrastructure was very simple. Well, once we took the decision to move to DigitalOcean, we started with our least riskiest service. We wanted to migrate our CDN. It was really a one-day job once we decided that. So our developers copied the content to the new droplets, which we deployed on DigitalOcean. We configured the DNS, and it was a simple switch. And the traffic started to flow through the DigitalOcean infrastructure. And since then, we've never really looked back, and we've migrated pretty much all our systems that we could from all different providers to DigitalOcean. We currently use two products, mainly on the DigitalOcean infrastructure, droplets and the database managed service, which is a very crucial part for scaling our application. I think the reliability that we get from DigitalOcean is very important. I don't remember the last time I've ever had to think or deal with infrastructure downtime, which is really commendable. I think we've had so many problems with different providers in the past. So the resiliency and the reliability is a very important factor. And of course, making new features and deploying has become really fast. Almost you don't have to think, you just deploy. So one thing I think, to mention about our business, time is essentially money. So the faster we can make features, the faster we can deliver the application to our customers, the better we look, and the more business we can earn. And I think one of the things that I can mention is that in the last 2 years, we've scaled almost 250% in terms of traffic, but our costs have almost remained the same. So which means that DigitalOcean has really helped us scaling our application without having to worry about increased costs. I think without DigitalOcean, we wouldn't have been able to scale to 15 billion requests per month. The ease at which we know that we can scale to even 50 or 100 billion requests per month is only possible because of the easy infrastructure deployment process and the reduced costs related to compute instances and also bandwidth have given us a lot of confidence to use DigitalOcean everywhere in our entire application. In our future tech roadmap, we have two major agendas. One is to scale our real-time WebSocket application. We want to scale it to hundreds of thousands of concurrent users in real time. And also, we want to scale our Kubernetes, which we are still working on. So if we can accomplish both in the next future, I think as a team, as a company, we'll be very happy. Thank you very much.
I'm James Hooker, CTO and co-founder of Hack the Box. Hack the Box, we're a company that provides environments which enable both public and enterprise customers to take their security skills to the next level through the most captivating, gamified, hands-on training experience. And as well as that, we do some support in the community through running and sponsoring of events. So over the past year or two, we've had some really great growth. We've grown, had a number of rounds of funding, grown to nearly 100 employees across the world, across all the continents, and very recently have surpassed over 600,000 users. We're in cooperation with Parrot Linux as well, which has seen over 1 million Linux Parrot installations in the past quarter alone. So we're really pleased with the growth there. When Hack the Box first started, we worked primarily with bare metal, and this was maybe 4 years ago. And while bare metal is preferable from sometimes the pricing and performance perspective when it comes to the raw capacity, we found it very beneficial in order to enable our team to grow and experiment faster by utilizing cloud solutions provided by providers such as DigitalOcean. So it really allows us to move much faster and scale with our development and with our product development. We got started with DigitalOcean when I recommended it to our CEO when I first joined the company. He wasn't aware of DigitalOcean and the services provided, and as soon as I showed him what the droplets could do, specifically compared to bare metal and AWS, we rolled out literally in the same day, I believe. And then all of our production environments are running on DigitalOcean. And so the migration process was very straightforward. DigitalOcean provide straightforward products. It's you get the virtual environments that you want, you get the specifications that you want, and transferring over from another service provider is very straightforward. With regards to how we use DigitalOcean, it would probably be easier to say how we don't use DigitalOcean. A majority of our production infrastructure, excluding our virtualization to an extent, runs on DigitalOcean. We utilize compute and storage. We utilize the Kubernetes clusters, which enables us to grow with demand very easily. And we've also utilized the compute, specifically the droplets, to provide virtual machine environments to our users as well. So as a rapidly growing business, both in team and product offering, the ability to quickly and efficiently manage additional infrastructure from a single place while scaling resources to meet demand is a really massive benefit for us. DigitalOcean's focus on new products and services allows us to modernize processes which were otherwise facing issues pertaining to meeting the load of our ever-growing customer base. We measure that impact. I can give you one example. Recently, the largest Capture the Flag competition we've ever hosted, which I think had around about 4,500 players, ran over 7 days. This really tested the scalability of our containerized environments. Previously, we'd used self-hosted Docker and Docker Swarm environments, which started to buckle about last year around this time. At that point, we started to investigate utilizing Kubernetes, and we found it worked surprisingly well. We were able to go through the whole competition, having thousands of pods running simultaneously, overall thousands of players, and it worked fantastically. So the ability to scale and the ability to deliver that kind of size of event is really something that's changed the game for us. With regards to the experience of DigitalOcean, I've always praised DigitalOcean not only for the products that they offer, but also for the extreme lengths they go in order to provide documentation and tutorials to the community. And I've no shame in saying that I often circle back to read up on subjects covered by DigitalOcean. It's such a valuable resource. And the innovation that DigitalOcean consistently show with the release of new and updated features on their platform also speaks tones to dedication to providing the best development and engineer experience possible in the cloud space. We have an ongoing effort internally to develop content aimed at engineers out there in providing scenarios and experiences that can enable them to foray into the field of information security while exposing them to interesting and engaging environments. We have plans to build upon our already diverse content offering, as well as expanding out to new and interesting ways of getting people really engaged and interested in the field of security, so it can bring more people into that field. I thoroughly enjoyed using DigitalOcean, and again, their innovation towards providing the best tools that we have available to us in order to achieve our goals as a company and as individuals, as well as really made our business possible to be able to scale to where it is today.
We believe we are not just a technology platform, but also an experience provider, an avenue where builders can express their creativity by building applications. This experience has simplicity as its core principle, and this is what differentiates us from other providers. It is the unifying theme of all of our product interfaces, whether UI or API, and it is what will continue to inform our future investments to delight builders. In keeping with the tradition of providing a great experience for builders today, we are excited to announce our new product, a managed MongoDB offering. This is a fully managed MongoDB database as a service product that we have built in partnership with MongoDB. It provides you all the technical capabilities that make MongoDB so beloved in the developer community. Our partnership with MongoDB ensures that you will get access to all of the latest releases of the MongoDB document database as they become available. With Managed MongoDB, you can spin up MongoDB clusters in just a few minutes. We handle the provisioning, managing, scaling, updates, backups, and security of your clusters, allowing you to offload the complex, time-consuming, yet critical database administration tasks to us. This enables you to focus on what really matters, building awesome apps. And now I would like to hand it over to Jake from our product team, who is going to share some exciting things we've been working on recently in the product space.
Thanks, Yancey. Hi, everyone. I'm Jake Laverne, Senior Director of Product Management here at DigitalOcean, and I want to share a product update, let you know all the things that we've been working on. So as Yancey mentioned earlier, DigitalOcean is the cloud for builders. And one of the things that means is that we offer a wide variety of choice, but with each choice comes simplicity. And so these are our three different product offerings for being able to deploy your compute-based workloads. The first being Droplets, which are virtual machines that you can spin up in the cloud and have complete control over. You can really configure those any way that you want. Kubernetes is our offering within the cloud native ecosystem. So that means you get the full breadth of tools that come along with Kubernetes and a really easy and simple way to create and manage your Kubernetes cluster for containerized workloads. And then the app platform, which lets you focus more on code and less on infrastructure. You really just point DigitalOcean to your Git repository. We pull in your code, we build it, create the container for you, and then deploy it. And really all you have to worry about is your application, your code, your customers. We take care of all the scaling and other things behind the scenes. So one of the things that we're excited to introduce are premium droplets. So premium droplets are a flavor of virtual machine with faster CPUs and NVMe solid state drives. You have two different choices for premium droplets. Intel premium droplets, which are based on the Cascade Lake architecture, or AMD premium droplets, which are based on the Rome architecture. Like I said, both include NVMe storage, which is significantly faster than the standard SSDs. And these are ideal for things like in-memory databases and server-side caches for web apps, anything with high transaction processing needs. So with the addition of these premium droplets, now the full breadth of DigitalOcean droplet offering includes our basic shared CPU offerings, as well as dedicated CPU offerings like general purpose, CPU optimized, memory optimized, and storage optimized droplets that let you choose your balance of RAM, hard drive, number of CPUs to match up with your use case and with your needs. Moving on to Kubernetes and some of the updates there, we've now got associated resources, meaning all the resources with a cluster are managed in a single fashion, making it easy to manage the lifecycle of your cluster across these resources, including deletes. And then on top of that, we've introduced surge upgrades. So surge upgrades are available and on by default for new clusters. And what this means is that behind the scenes, we'll spin up additional nodes in the cluster whenever you're doing an upgrade to make that upgrade much, much faster. For both droplets and Kubernetes, you have access to more load balancer plans now as well. So in addition to our $10 a month plan, which is recommended for static websites and blogs with like low to moderate traffic, we now also have a medium and a large plan, which are great for transaction-driven sites or services with moderate traffic, or busy sites or services, or API endpoints where high performance is a must. Moving on to app platform, some of the new capabilities there. We now allow you to deploy code directly from gitlab.com repositories, as well as deploying public container images straight from Docker Hub to DigitalOcean app platform. And we've also made it much easier for you to bring your own container image and deploy that straight from a private repository on DO Container Registry. And in addition to all of our app platform updates, as Yancey mentioned, we've released our MongoDB managed service, which is really exciting. You can focus more on the apps that you're building, less on trying to administer databases. With MongoDB, you can provision a cluster in minutes. You get automatic daily backups and point-in-time recovery of 7 days. You get automatic updates, which helps with keeping Mongo up to date and also secure. You can run and scale production apps. So with high availability clusters, you can minimize downtime. You can scale up your Mongo clusters on demand. And as I mentioned, secure by default and continually updated. So this means that data encrypted at rest and in transit means that you can deploy your MongoDB clusters into into virtual private clouds, and you can restrict access to nodes. So with MongoDB, you get to take full advantage of all of the core MongoDB features, building apps on MongoDB version 4.4, as well as easy access to new versions of Mongo as they're released. We've gotten very positive feedback from customers so far on the beta offering of MongoDB. So Managed Mongo has been the missing piece of the puzzle and an absolute time saver. We hear that Managed MongoDB service boasts a brilliant UI with simple setup. So we're excited to be bringing this out for general availability. With MongoDB, this sort of rounds out our database portfolio. So we've been adding engines, we'll continue to add engines. Now with Mongo, along with Mongo, we've got Postgres, MySQL, and Redis. So all 4 engines available. And interestingly, we've taken all of these engines and made them available on multiple different droplet types, which means that you're going to be able to set up your databases in a way that matches up with your use cases. So for Postgres and MySQL, in addition to basic droplets, you've also got the ability to deploy those databases on general purpose or storage optimized droplets, which are both going to give you dedicated CPU and the choice to trade off things like memory versus storage requirements. And then with Redis, in addition to basic droplets, you can use memory optimized droplets, which is sort of a perfect fit for Redis, given that it's an in-memory data store. So again, lots of choice and flexibility. And then in addition to all of that, Postgres 13 is here. So you can easily upgrade from one major Postgres version to another, and upgrades from previous versions are free. And with the introduction of Postgres 13, that means that DigitalOcean managed databases now support all versions from 10 through 13. In addition to all of our database offerings, we've got over 40 new one-click apps in the marketplace. These are apps that can be deployed to droplets or to DOKS. And just to highlight a few of these, CockroachDB, now available in the marketplace, Moodle, a learning management system, and Web-WordPress for optimized WordPress deployments. So we're really excited to have this many offerings continually coming out through our marketplace. And then shifting gears to our API, the DigitalOcean API is now Open API compliant and has an Open API spec. That means that it's much easier to interact with, easier to use and build clients against the DigitalOcean API, and easier for us to create automatically generated documentation that's continually up to date with any API changes. And speaking of documentation, for all of these new capabilities, as well as existing DO products, you can now go to one place, docs.digitalocean.com, and access our new technical documentation site. And this brings together all of our product docs, our API docs, tutorials, sample code, as well as support articles into that one place so that you can easily understand everything that you can do on the DigitalOcean platform. All right, that's all I have for product updates. And, you know, it's been really exciting to hear about all the things going on at DigitalOcean. Of course, our IPO, hearing about Holly's Hub for Good, getting to hear from customers like Vocal and Hack the Box and how they're using DigitalOcean. It's just been so exciting. And we've got a ton more coming up ahead. So on behalf of myself and Yancey and Carly, we really hope you enjoy the conference and enjoy the rest of the day. Thanks.